Hello everyone, this is Andrew for Nerdy Collectibles, and I'm giving you an action figure review today. We're doing two figures in one. I already opened this up for my son, because my son, he likes to collect these things with me. And I wasn't going to do a figure review, but since I got him out already, might as well go ahead. The first figure we're going to review is Shatterstar, and then the second one is Marvel Sunfire. These are part of the X-Men Warlock wave, and they are starting to hit Target stores now. And I don't think you can find them anywhere else just yet, unless you go to the second-hand shop like eBay. The first two things we're going to look at are the accessories for Shatterstar. And all he comes with are these two swords. Of course, he comes with a Build-A-Figure piece. He comes with number 2 there, which is the closed-fisted right arm. But here are the swords. They don't have a lot of detail to them. They got some spiked knucks there. They got a little bit of detailing. Well, might as well fix this. We got some spiked knucks right there. They got a little bit of detail here. They're just a flat gray color. They're like dual blades too. I don't know if that's something for like comics or not. This one's dual blade. This one is not. So I'm guessing you can do something like that to it. And then for Sunfire, we have these translucent punching effects. These are pretty cool. We've seen these before. I think MCU Scarlet Witch has them. Iron Fist has yellow translucent ones. And then I think those are it. I'm not sure if there's any other ones. These are kind of orangey, a little bit red there, so it looks like fire effects. You can probably stand them up in someone's hands like they're fireballs, which would work out alright, but they're meant to go on top of the fists to make it look like a punching effect. So let's go ahead and start with Shatterstar. I want to say I have no clue who Shatterstar is. I don't know much about the comics. I mostly just wanted to go ahead and get Cyclops and Colossus, which I did. But I had my son with me, and he thought these figures were cool enough to get to play with, so I told him that'd be fine. So that's how we got Shatterstar and Sunfire. Shatterstar looks like his legs have the bucket cap mold, but the rest of it looks a lot different. Looks almost all completely molded, like a new mold, pretty much. I've seen this on Punisher and Daredevil, also on Deadpool. This pouch, this belt, I'm pretty sure this might be new. I'm not sure if I've seen it on any other figure or not. This right here is molded in loose plastic. This is connected to that. If you can look right in there, you can see how they're connected. So it is very loose plastic. So I would be careful. Maybe you tear it. Maybe you might break it. Same with this. I know this thing keeps on going down, so I always have to go like that to it. But that's alright. With the paint apps here, he's all pretty much white, and it's kind of like a flat white, almost like there's a tint to it, like a gray tint to it. I don't know how else to explain it. You got I guess a Shatterstar logo right there. It's nicely printed on there. You got the gloves that they kind of fold up a little bit. I do like the wash work on the brown parts here, the belt and this arm pad. He's got the hole for the old Marvel stands, so you can go ahead and use that for that. His hair here, it doesn't move, it's not articulated at all, but I'd say it's alright. It doesn't have any wash works, but it's nicely sculpted. Let's see if I can get this a little bit closer for you guys. Yeah, see, it's nicely sculpted, so it isn't too bad. His face is really nice, I'd say. He's got the Shatterstar eye right there. He's got an eye that doesn't look too bad at all. And then his hair, it's very loose. I'm afraid of these might break if you play too much with these, but it's nice. It's braided, and then it's got the ponytails at the end. Like I said, the belt buckle looks really nice, and the belt itself looks nice. It's got a nice washwork to it. The figure is mostly white. It's got black lining right here. You got gray boots with the lighter gray tone on the ends of the boots, so that's really nice to add just a little bit of detail to it. It's got peg holes at the bottom, a little bit of words on the back, and yeah, like I said, it's nicely molded. Everything is nicely molded on this. As far as articulation is concerned, we'll go ahead. We'll see if I can get this to go back a little bit in focus for you guys. This head can look up about that much, which is really nice. I think that's a pretty good, nice range of motion. And you know, if you needed to, you can always add in that ab crunch tip, although kind of looks a little bit gappy. But you can tell he's definitely looking for something up there. His head moves down a little bit like that, so you know he's got a nice range, and with that crunch, he can even make it look even further down. So it's not too bad. He does have a little bit of pivot there, so just in case you want him to pivot, and his head rocks back and forth. His shoulder, you know, his arms don't lose any articulation really. With this one maybe a little bit, but that's just because you can't really get. Well, we'll see. His arms do go out, so that's pretty nice. He still has the ball hinge joint there, and it's one of those clicky ones, so it's kind of annoying to me. But you can click it all the way through. That's not too bad at all. And with this arm, I don't think you'll lose that much. It's not as loud. You don't really lose that much articulation, but it does get in the way a little bit. You know, it's kind of like he's trying to hold his pouch together now. So he does have an upper bicep swivel. He has double jointed arms. They're not, I wouldn't say hindered, but you know, you get more than 90 degrees, but the glove does stop it, so keep that in mind. You get wrist swivel and rotation, so it's pretty good. The waist, it rotates. The legs, they go about that far. He's got upper thigh swivel. He can kick his legs about that high. Double jointed knees, and he can get his legs about that far back. With this boot design, it's alright. It is articulated. You can swivel it, so that's really good. And then right here, front, back, and you got pivot. So really nice figure. Overall, very nicely detailed figure for a character I'm not familiar with. When I saw this at the store at Target, I kind of already wanted it when I saw it. And that's the same thing with the Sunfire. When I saw this figure, I kind of wanted it too. But I try to keep myself not buying every figure in every way. It tends to get real expensive. It looks like it has an old Spider-Man mold. I'm not sure which Spider-Man it is, but you can see the butterfly joints, and they're nicely painted all the way through. You see that? It's all painted there. So that's really nice. And also on the back too, it's painted all the way too. So that's not too bad. You got the streaks of white here, which you go all the way to the top there. And then same over here. Although it does kind of look a little weird, like he's like pooching out or something like that. So with his head here, let's see if I can get a close up on his head for you guys. There you go. He kind of looks like a luchadora to me. I'm a big wrestling fan, so that's what it looks like to me. You know, you see the ridges here. They're just here. It looks like a masked warrior or some sort. He's got some gold effects here on the head. He's also got some gold effects on the arm and on the boots, or on the legs, I guess. I'm thinking this is just a suit, like a whole suit. That's like, and you probably wouldn't see boots on him or anything like that. So similar to like Spider-Man, it's just a suit. This thing right here moves around, but it doesn't really get in the way too much, so that's not too bad at all. You see his butt right there, and he does have pig holes. And I'll say I like the butterfly joints, I always have, so this is a pretty cool figure to just have and go ahead and pose around, and it's got a lot of fun factor to it. Let's go ahead and move the head up. He can look way high. He can look up there, so that's really good. He can also look down a whole lot too, so that's also really good. With the ab crunch, he can even look at himself. So there. He does. He doesn't really have a head pivot. He just moves up and down and left and right. So his pivot, he's not really much on the pivot there. He does have the butterfly joint, so you know you can move him this far back, or you can move him in a whole lot too. You won't lose too much articulation. See, almost like you can just be like, let me think about this. His arms do go rotate all the way through, and then he has an upper bicep swivel. He has double jointed arms. He gets over 90 degrees, just a little over 90 degrees on it. His wrists rotate and they swivel. So that's good. Big ol' ab crunch, very nice. He has a waist swivel. His legs can do the splits about this much. He's got upper thigh swivel. He can kick his legs pretty high, I'd say, really high. He's got double jointed knees, so you can kick them back. And then if you needed to, well, you can't really, this is about as far as back you can keep the legs. So that's about normal human articulation there, so we'll give him that. Like I said, he has double jointed knees. He has a swivel at the boot. Legs go, his foot goes up, his foot goes down, and he has pivot. Ooh. So yeah, these are really cool figures for the wave. For someone like me, that's kind of on the fence about it, I would recommend either A, doing your research, or B, passing them all together. I know there's a lot of collectors out there that want these figures, especially this Sunfire. They've been wanting it, so they should get it. They should really get it. Let's go ahead and take a measurement real quick. Let's see if I can get this to focus a little bit more for this. There you go. Sunfire stands just a little bit over 6 1/4 inches with the toppers here, which will make them about 16 centimeters. And Shatterstar, he'll stand about 6 1/2 inches with the top of his man bun, which would make him almost 17 centimeters tall. I do enjoy both these figures. Like I said, this one I kind of wanted anyways. I didn't know who he was, but I thought it was a pretty cool figure just to have in a Marvel Legends collection. I mostly just collect the MCU figures, but every now and then I do like to get the comic figures. Plus, I kind of want to build this Warlock anyways, so we'll see how that goes. So that's it. That's my review. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. And if you guys enjoyed this video, thought it was helpful in any way, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. If you hit that bell notification, it'll tell you whenever I upload another figure review. Alright, this is Andrew. Thanks for stopping by.